Looking forward, Josh. One more.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Miami Heat taking on the Charlotte Hornets. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Antetokounmpo. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Cunningham, and it's McCollum in at the 1 spot. Now here's Giannis. Off on the layup.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Isaac against Porzingis. Here's Wembanyama. Good work there as it goes.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's McCollum. To the middle. To the inside. Marjanovic. Good defense by Wembanyama. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Connects from three-point range.
Excellent decision from Paul George. Knew as the ball was coming, he was firing right away.
Pass to Marjanovic. Giannis outside. Back to McCollum. Giannis outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Marjanovic. Drops in the short one.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's George. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The strength of Paul George, able to brush off all the defenders.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Antetokounmpo kicks to McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Led the league in percentage from the line a few years ago. C.J. McCollum dialed in.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. It's George on the wing.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And George drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Antetokounmpo passes to Cunningham. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Second chance shot. Good defense by Wembanyama. Hornets leading by 6. 1:11 left to play here in the first. And the basket by Isaac.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Giannis. He takes it in. 4 on the shot clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And so here is Miami. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Pass pass to Marjanovic. Here's Cunningham. The Hornets pull it in. And Wembanyama outside. Inside, Isaac. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Isaac's got his second bucket of the game to go. Antetokounmpo against Isaac. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Three-pointer. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break.
13, the Heat. 3.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Harden out there with Paul George. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's McDaniels. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Still Hornets ball.
Harden finds Isaac. And then Isaac slams it in.
And you can just see how that motor never subsides. Isaac always looking to put on a show there with his dunking ability.
Now here's Giannis. Still scoreless. And it's sent back by Isaac. They recover it. 6 to shoot. Here's McCollum. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
If you let McCollum get off a mid-range J, it's going in.
Harden outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And he gets the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad. All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
And Miami has possession. Down by 15. The pass to Marjanovic. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Harden the pass to McDaniels. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Giannis dishes to Cunningham. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in.
You can't forget to box out K, using that length to track down second chance opportunities.
Harden against McCollum. Right side, George.
Miami foul call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Something Paul George has a ton of is talent. The way he moves, the way he reads the floor, he's got a sixth sense for this game.
McCollum kicks to Cunningham. Drives to the hoop. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal
That's how
foul.
you spring a man open. Beautiful pick. Took the defender out of the equation.
For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
You know, this team leans on Cade Cunningham for so many things, and he's built to carry the load.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, D.A. Thank you. Here's Wembanyama. Following the basket by Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac finds Wembanyama. The 3 from George. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here's Porzingis. Nothing on the board. Cunningham outside. Excellent D there from George.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets looking at a 13-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They have a 13-point lead. And that'll do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Cunningham in at the shooting guard. Harden against McCollum. Kicks it out to Giannis. Oh, big time move by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what balance on the finish. Antetokounmpo, such a tough cover for the D.
Harden right side. That one good for 2. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
There it goes, Antetokounmpo. And it's in there. Giannis has got 6.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
George passes to Isaac. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Excellent D there from George. Hornets leading by 13. Here's McDaniels. Another shot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McDaniels got his first basket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
2 minutes remaining.
Goes up with a strike. And the basket by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum has some nasty handles. Tremendous at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
And Harden with the basket on the assist by Isaac. And that's 11 points for James Harden.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Antetokounmpo against Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. McCollum kicks to Porzingis.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes both free throws.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Knocked loose. Here's Harden. Pass to Wembanyama. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Marjanovic finds Cunningham. It's McCollum on the wing. Clock at 6. Down low. And stolen by Wembanyama. In the corner, George with it. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Porzingis, Wembanyama with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Harden's shot is good.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Now Isaac. And here's George for 3. That one doesn't drop. James Harden getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He notched 8 points in the
36. The Miami team. 19.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got McDaniels, Harden out there with Paul George. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. George passes to Isaac. Back to George. Harden trying to get open. And there's Paul George on the assist by Isaac. Isaac's got 3 assists now in this one. That's tipped. Isaac with the steal. He kicks it to McDaniels. The dish to George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And George drops them both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Harden against McCollum. Outside, Porzingis. That 3 off the mark.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Back to Harden. And McCollum with the block. And he's able to get it back. Outside, George. Charlotte moving the ball around. Clock at 4. Tries again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 20. Cullen passes to Antetokounmpo. McCollum against Harden. And the basket by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum is such a reliable scorer, picking his spots and making them work.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Harden has a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Matching threes for these teams. Porzingis so good from deep.
Harden looking it over. Isaac outside. Here's McDaniels. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Harden. Passes it to George. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. And the rejection by Giannis. Shot from 12. And the basket by McCollum.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Harden finds George. Here's Wembanyama. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Miami called for the foul. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. McCollum against Harden. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And George kicks to Harden. And the 3 ball is good.
Nice recognition there by Paul George, just getting the ball to the open man.
McCollum outside. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never.